What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, we up in the kitchen today because it's raining outside and we need to start putting things away as we are beginning to pull in the harvest. I want to get like a steady flow of like canning, preservation, dehydration, etc. in. So a couple weeks ago, we harvested our cabbages. I was looking high and low for some different recipes. So of course the easy thing would be to do some sauerkraut. However, I'm really probably the only person in my house that will eat and appreciate the sauerkraut. So I ended up I went on Pinterest, of course, and I ended up finding a pickled taco vegetable canning recipe, and this is from a family feast on, again, Pinterest. I will go on ahead and make sure that I link everything down in the description below. But I thought this sounded so interesting. It called for cabbage, pineapples, jalapenos, red onions, bell peppers. All of these things are flavors that I enjoy: cilantro, red onions, lime, all of that good stuff. So I decided that this is what we're gonna do with these here cabbages. Now the recipe actually calls for 1 small head of red cabbage and 1 medium head of green cabbage. I have a small green cabbage and 2 small reds. So again, I'm just working with what I have, but also, like I said, pineapples, bell peppers. Now I will say, in regards to bell peppers, all that I had was an orange pepper. The recipe called for 2 red bell peppers. I'm just using what I have. And then I was able to harvest a few jalapenos. Oh, am I in frame? There we go. I was able to harvest some jalapenos from the garden. So I picked up 5 little guys here. They are not very big, but you know, totally fine still. So at this point, I just need to go through, chop everything up, get everything prepared. I do have my canner warming up with my jars already in this. And in case I have not mentioned, this recipe calls for, or it says that it will fulfill 8 pints. So have those sterilizing, warming up the water, etc. So let's just get the chopping chatting. All right, so I ain't even gonna hold you. That was like all the work right there, putting everything into this bowl. So we'll get the mix of that here in a second, but for right now we need to put all of our liquids into the pot to get warmed up and things. I'm reading off of the recipe here. This is my first time trying this. I'm really excited because already, honey, this is smelling so good. So I have to put 3 cups of apple cider vinegar, 3 cups of white vinegar, 2 cups of water, sugar, salt, cumin, coriander, and lime juice into the pot to warm up. I don't believe it says to bring it to a full boil, but you want to warm it up enough for everything to melt together. And while that's warming up, we are going to begin packing our jars. So let's keep this ball rolling. Okay, so my camera died, but I got everything in here. You leave an inch headspace and obviously press out all the bubbles, but look at how absolutely stunning that looks. I am so excited. So I went on ahead and I brought my pot back up to a boil, and actually something I just realized, I said that this recipe makes about 8 quarts. I'm using pints. I figured this will work out better for my family as far as not having a ton of this left over in our refrigerator. We can just kind of pop them open and use them as we need them, as opposed to, like I said, having leftovers in the fridge. So we have everything in there. Let me bring you guys in. So they are quite packed in there. I can probably make at least another 4, so maybe about 12 pint jars and not 8 quarts. Hopefully that makes sense, if my math is mathing correctly. So let's go ahead and drop this, and I will set the timer for 10 minutes. Once that comes back up to a boil. All right, let's insert the part where things ain't about to be perfect, child. So kind of took a peek in, and we got pink water, which means something was not a success in this. Okay, so that's off. We turn this down. So you can see, hopefully, leave this guy here tipped over, and probably, yeah, I don't know. Let's just start pulling this stuff out. All right, so what we have here is a can that actually busted at the bottom of the can, which is why I have pink juice, cabbage, and pineapples and things. All right, we had to switch cameras real quick because my battery just died. But yeah, that's what we're working with right now. So what I need to do is I need to obviously clean my mess up here, clean this pot, reboil some water, and then we will go on ahead and get the rest of this batch canned up. It's not all is a fail. We got 7 out of the 8. You know, things like this just occur sometimes, but do not allow for it to discourage you, because this is minor in comparison to having all of them bust. And it could have just been a temperature issue with some of the vegetables being a little bit cooler, and as I was packing it in, maybe the jar wasn't staying warm, so once it made its way into this hot pot, it just couldn't handle the 2 extremes and busted. Things happen like that. So let me clean my mess up. I'm charging my camera, and we will go through the rest of the process, and we're gonna do a taste test. All right, it is several hours later. It is 8:30 at night. Your girl is a little tired. Why can't I? The lighting is off. I don't know what's going on. I'm really trying to get a habit of using my vlogging camera more as opposed to my phone, but my phone is typically just way more convenient. But anyways, so we finished up. Ugh. We ended up with, this is 9 of the 10 pints that we ended up with. It looks absolutely stunning. This one I left out of the batch here, but all of them are sealed. But I said that I wanted to do a taste test. The seal is good, but I'm still going to open this guy up because I want to taste it. But that's basically how you end up testing your seal. You just want to take the rings off and grab it by the lid. But yeah, you can see that it's somewhat, let me get behind this, the head space expanded a little bit, but of course the cabbage shrunk down some as well. But yeah, let's bust this baby open, because if we have smell-o-vision, y'all, the aromas that this was letting off was just too divine not to get into. So let's give it a taste test. It's really the pineapple for me, but it has like your sweet and sour. I'm not getting a lot of spice, which I assumed that I wouldn't because the jalapenos, I didn't really add just a ton. But this is really good. I know for a fact this would be amazing on some fish tacos, any kind of taco really, which is why I made plenty of it, because my family loves a good taco. But all in all, I'm really pleased with this canning session here. We used a lot of things from the garden. We used the cabbage from the garden, jalapenos, and garlic, and then obviously pineapples for store-bought. The bell peppers I possibly could have gotten from the garden, but I had none that were completely ripe yet. But another summer canning idea or preservation idea for you guys to check out. I'm highly approving of it at this point. This is absolutely delicious. But yeah, there's going to be some fails. Luckily, we only had one casualty in war today. But yeah, like I said, all in all, I'm very pleased with this canning sesh. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure that you go on ahead and hit it with a thumbs up. If you guys enjoy seeing more kitchen videos, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I love to cook. I love to try new recipes and like just test different things out. Most of what I post in regards to the kitchen is mostly like garden related stuff, like stuff that I'm pulling out and needing to preserve and blah blah blah. But if you guys just want to see me in the kitchen when I'm just making dinner for my family or whatever, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. That way, you know, I can try to be a little bit more inspired to turn on the camera when I'm in here. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys again enjoyed. I wish you all health, wealth, and prosperity, and until the next time, peace.